We live in a world where the heart of men is evil, wicked, desperate against their fellow men. These enemies could be from your place of work, family, or even the household of God. You must understand that not all who smile and laugh with you are happy seeing you making progress. The world has a competitive mentality, and it is painful for some to see you rising and making progress above them, and they would do all that is possible to see that you fail, to see you removed and disgraced so that they can take that position you have. But God would not allow this to happen. It might have happened in the past, but God is changing and rewriting the narrative, and He would reveal to you who your enemies are. It could be that the very people who you are smiling with and telling your secrets at your place of work have gone behind you to plan and see how they can frustrate and make your effort futile. Maybe you are loved and favored to rise high, and they are not happy. They would sit and plot to see how you should be removed, but God will put them to shame. You should not be worried or pray evil prayers against them, because you need the enemies to wonder when God is lifting you. All you need to do is adopt the Daniel strategy. His colleagues in the administrative section of Babylon see how he was prospering, loved, and remained relevant throughout, and they knew his secret was prayer. What did they do? They plotted that prayers to any being or God, that the king be stopped, and the king unknowingly accepted. God showed Daniel who were against him, but he was not deterred or afraid, neither did he pray for their death. Instead, he continued praying, and they thought they had found a loophole to get rid of him. The enemies that thought they have gotten you and given you a heavy blow would be surprised at how God would step into the matter, and instead of you being harmed, the plans and plot they have against you would overtake them. The plot they made would become their Waterloo. The lions Daniel's colleagues thought would devour him ended up devouring them and their families. He would not let evil come near you. They shall surely gather to conspire, but in the end they will announce you and be ashamed of themselves. The Lord would not keep anything hidden from you, except when it's not yet time. He will not leave you in the dark. All will be made clear and open. Those who seek to harm you would be exposed. Even Jesus knew who his enemies were, and he handled them well. Paul faced enemies. Men swore that they would not eat until they have killed Paul, but God did not let that happen. He revealed it to Paul, and Paul was taken out of the city before the break of day. Men may have vowed that they would not live to see you carry your own children. They may have plotted and done their enterprise to ensure you do not succeed. They may have vowed to see you remain barren till you die. But they are not your God. God said none shall be barren among us. He allowed it for the moment to display His power and awesomeness to all men. And they think they have won. He will step in, open your womb, and you would bear children as you want. And if they want to eliminate or come for a counterattack, God would certainly reveal this to you to make an escape. That breakthrough child, business, and opening you have been waiting on Him for, He will do it, despite every force that rises against you or desire to see it closed. He will not keep you in the dark. He would guide you and instruct you on how to hide, so that they will not take over or take down the blessings that He has rolled your way. He is a covenant-keeping God, and He will deliver you from the hands of your enemies. With your eye, you will see their end and what would become of them. They may have won the first time, but this time you will have the victory. It is him who laughs last that laughs the best. God is not limited or incapacitated that He cannot tell us or reveal to us who our enemies are. It is our lack of prayer, waiting, and asking that has made us a prey in the hands of the enemies. Do you remember that Daniel did not stop praying until he got the answer he needed, because he knew that there were enemies that were contended with their stay as slaves in Babylon and did not want them to be free. But Daniel stood in the gap and kept praying until angels were deployed to take the answer to him and dealt with the forces that wanted to stand against the prayer. Jesus never ceased praying, and that was why he was able to identify the one that would betray him. He kept praying, and at each point knew when to depart from the angry crowd that wanted to start a riot or stone him. God does not always remove the enemies before blessing us. He blesses us in their midst so that they will come to acknowledge Him. When you disconnect yourself from Him, the blessings might keep coming, but would be hijacked by the enemy. God is the only one that knows everything, and only He can reveal things to you. He is never happy when we are far from Him. The Bible stated that God was searching for men, but found none. Have you made your ways clean and clear before Him? Are you still aligned and connected to Him? Is your gaze still towards Him? God does nothing without revealing, same to His children. He wants to bless you mightily this season, but the enemy is also there trying to hinder and frustrate these blessings from getting to you. They have made a strong alliance to ensure that it does not stand. They would want to stand and tempt you with all manner of things to ensure that you do not receive or hear from God. The Bible said that they that wait on the Lord shall do exploit. They shall mount up with wings like an eagle, and they shall not fail or faint. If you fail, faint, or fall before the blessings get to you, then your strength is weak. You are empowered to win. It is a winning season for you. You will not be kept or left in the dark. Your enemies shall be known to you, and with their eye they will see you lifted up. God is blessing you this season. God is lifting you this season, and God is also exposing all those who have stood and waged war against your blessings. They shall wonder at the speed at which God has taken over and decided to make it in your favor. Enemies shall be crushed and destroyed because of the blessings coming your way. Celebrate.